Los Angeles, 2026. Emma Chen woke up every morning at 5:30 a.m. to film her authentic sunrise routine. She had 47,000 followers who watched her live her best life. But on a random Friday in January, her phone died. And with it, so did she. Emma's alarm went off at 5:30 a.m. Not because she was a morning person, she hated mornings, but because golden hour lighting was perfect for content. She reached for her phone. Dead. Shit. She plugged it in. Waited. Nothing. Completely bricked. For the first time in 3 years, Emma Chen woke up without immediately checking her notifications. And she had no idea what to do with herself. But here's what nobody tells you about being an influencer. The performance never stops. The night before, Emma had been at a rooftop party in West Hollywood. Not because she wanted to go. She was exhausted. But her engagement was dropping, and her manager said she needed to be seen. So she went. Filmed herself laughing with people whose names she didn't know. Posted a story. Best night with my favorite people. She got home at 2 a.m., cried in the shower for 20 minutes, then edited content until 4. 2.5 hours of sleep. Again. Stop for a second. When's the last time you did something just because you wanted to? Not for the story. Not for the post. Just because. Emma stared at her dead phone on the charger. Tried 3 different cables. Nothing. Okay, I'll just use my laptop to post. But then she realized she had a coffee meeting at 9 a.m., a collab opportunity with a wellness brand. They were expecting the Emma Chen they saw online. Perfect skin, perfect outfit, perfect energy. She looked in the mirror. Dark circles. Breakout on her chin. Unwashed hair. The real Emma. And she looked tired. Just so fucking tired. She Ubered to the Apple store. They said it would take 24 hours minimum to fix or replace. Can you do it faster? I need it for work. The tech kid looked at her like she was insane. It's just a phone, lady. Just a phone. Her entire identity was in that phone. Emma walked out of the Apple store into the morning chaos of Century City. People everywhere, walking, talking, living, and none of them were filming it. She felt naked. Her hand kept reaching for her pocket. Phantom phone syndrome. Checking a device that wasn't there. Do you do that too? Reach for your phone even when you know it's not there. Like an addict reaching for a fix. The coffee meeting was at Verve in West Hollywood. Emma showed up 15 minutes early. Unusual for her, but without her phone to scroll, time moved differently. The brand rep, Melissa, was already there. Filming herself with a matcha latte. Emma! Oh my god, you look so different in person. Different. Code for less perfect. They sat down. Melissa immediately pulled out a mood board, a contract, talking numbers. We're thinking 5 posts, 3 stories, 1 reel. We love your aesthetic. So clean, so aspirational. Emma nodded, smiled, said the right things. But inside, a voice was screaming, "This isn't real. None of this is real." So what do you think? Melissa asked. Emma opened her mouth to say yes. She always said yes. But instead she heard herself say, "Can I think about it?" Melissa blinked. "Oh, sure. We need to know by Friday, though." After she left, Emma sat there. Alone. No phone to check. No escape. Just her and a $7 oat milk latte she didn't even want, but had ordered because it looked good on camera. Except there was no camera. Have you ever said yes to something you didn't want? Just because it looked good? Just because people expected it? Emma walked. She didn't know where she was going. She usually used Google Maps for everything, But she just walked down Melrose, past the vintage stores and the influencer photo spots. She saw a girl, maybe 22, posing in front of a pink wall. Her friend was directing, "Turn more, chin down, smile but not too much. Okay, now act natural." Natural. Emma used to do that every single day. 30, 40 takes to get one candid shot. When did natural become something you had to act out? She ended up at a bookstore on Sunset. A real one. Not the trendy kind people photographed. It smelled like old paper and coffee. Emma walked to the self-help section. Force of habit. Manifestation. Morning miracles. Atomic habits. She'd posted about all of these. Never read any of them. She pulled out a random book, opened to a page. We perform our lives instead of living them. We collect likes instead of memories. We're surrounded by followers but drowning in loneliness. The book hit the floor. Emma's hands were shaking. She sat down right there, in the aisle, and something inside her cracked open. When was the last time she read something that wasn't a caption? When was the last time she ate a meal without photographing it first? When was the last time she looked at a sunset without thinking about the aesthetic? When was the last time she was just Emma? Not at EMM. Not at Emma Chen Lifestyle. Not the girl with the perfect morning routine. Not the influencer. Just Emma. And the terrifying truth was, she didn't know who that was anymore. A woman walked past, saw her sitting on the floor. "You okay, honey?" Emma looked up. "I lost my phone." "Oh no. Do you need to borrow mine to call someone?" Call someone? Emma realized there was no one to call. 47,000 followers. 0 people who actually knew her. "No," Emma whispered. "I'm okay." But she wasn't. Think about it. If you lost your phone right now, who would you call? Who actually knows the real you? Not your profile. You. That night, Emma went home to her apartment in Silver Lake. The apartment she decorated perfectly for content. Minimalist. White walls, plants. Ring light in every corner. She sat on her bed. The bed she'd never actually slept in because she filmed morning routines there and then slept on the couch. She looked around. Nothing in this apartment was hers. It was all for the camera. The art on the walls? Sponsored. The skincare on the shelf? PR packages? The books on the coffee table? Never read, just props. This wasn't a home. It was a set. She opened her laptop. Logged into Instagram on the browser. Something she never did. Scrolled through her own feed. Perfect morning? Perfect workout? Perfect meals? Perfect life? Every single post was a lie. Not because the photos were fake. They were real. She really did wake up at 5:30. Really did make those smoothies. Really did do yoga. But she didn't do any of it because she wanted to. She did it because 47,000 people expected her to. She'd built a prison out of other people's expectations, and she was the only one locked inside. Emma found her old journal, the one from college, before Instagram, before influencing, before the performance. She opened to a random page, her handwriting from 2019. Got accepted to the MFA program. I'm going to be a writer. Mum thinks it's impractical, but I don't care. This is what I'm meant to do. She'd forgotten. Completely forgotten. She never went to that MFA program. Because 3 months later, a photo of her went viral. Some lifestyle blog featured her aesthetic apartment. Brands reached out. Followers grew, and she thought, this is easier than writing. This is faster. This is success. So she dropped out, started posting full time, and buried the writer she wanted to be under the influencer everyone else wanted her to be. What did you bury? What dream did you kill because it wasn't practical, wasn't profitable, wasn't Instagrammable? 2 a.m. Emma couldn't sleep. She opened her laptop again, started typing a post. Force of habit. Hi everyone. My phone broke and I've been offline for a day. And honestly, it's been so liberating. Sometimes we need to disconnect to reconnect with ourselves. Hashtag digital detox, hashtag mindful living. Her cursor hovered over post. And then she deleted it. Because it was bullshit. It wasn't liberating. It was terrifying. She wasn't reconnecting with herself. She was realizing she didn't have a self to reconnect with. Instead, she typed something else. Something real. I don't know who I am without this phone. I don't know who I am without you watching. I built my entire identity around being seen. And now that no one can see me, I feel like I don't exist. Is that normal? Does anyone else feel like this? Her finger hovered over post. But posting it would defeat the whole point, wouldn't it? Seeking validation that she doesn't need validation. Performing vulnerability. She closed the laptop. Be honest with yourself right now. How much of your life is performance? How much is real? The next morning, Emma did something she hadn't done in 3 years. She woke up whenever her body wanted to wake up. 8:47 a.m. No alarm. She didn't check anything, because she couldn't. She made coffee. Regular coffee, not a photogenic latte. She sat on her balcony and just drank it. No camera, no caption forming in her head. No living my best life. Just coffee. And you know what? It tasted better. At 3 p.m., Apple Store called. Phone was ready. Emma stood outside the store for 10 minutes. She could go in, get her phone, post about the digital detox, make it content, turn this crisis into a brand opportunity. 24 hours offline, what I learned. It would get great engagement. Or she could leave it, walk away, delete the Instagram, quit the performance, find out who Emma Chen actually is when nobody's watching. But then what? No income, no identity, no validation, no proof that she exists. Just her. Is that enough? Is she enough? What would you do? Really? If you had to choose between being seen and being real, which would you pick? Emma went inside, got her phone. It powered on. Notification explosion. Where are you? Everything okay? Did you get hacked? Emma respond. Brands, manager, followers, all needing something from her. She stared at the screen. And then, Emma opened Instagram, started to type a post, stopped, opened her photos. Thousands of images, all curated, all perfect, all empty. She thought about James Patterson in 1967, the man who wore a mask for 43 years. She was 26. She'd been wearing hers for 3. How long until it became permanent? Emma took a breath and made a decision. She posted one thing. I'm taking a break. I don't know for how long. Maybe forever. Maybe a week. But I need to figure out who I am when nobody's watching. Thank you for following me. But I need to start following myself. Posted it. Closed the app. And for the first time in 3 years, she didn't check to see how it performed. Emma's in a coffee shop, not Verve. Some random place in Echo Park. She's writing. Actually writing. Working on the novel she always said she'd write someday. Her phone is in her bag. On silent. She has 3,200 followers now. Most unfollowed after she went quiet. She posts maybe once a week. When she feels like it. Photos that aren't perfect. Words that aren't polished. And something strange happened. The people who stayed, They're actually real. The comments aren't anymore. This resonated with me, and thank you for being honest. Her old manager called last week. Brands are asking about you. They like the authentic pivot. We could monetize this. Emma laughed. Actually laughed. I'm good, thanks. She's broke. Her apartment isn't aesthetic anymore. She doesn't wake up at 5:30. But you know what? She's sleeping through the night for the first time in years. Emma's story isn't over. She's still figuring it out. Still has days where she misses the validation. Still catches herself posing before she remembers. No one's watching. But now that's a relief, not a crisis. Now stop and ask yourself, how much of your life exists only for other people to see? When's the last time you did something without documenting it? If all your followers disappeared tomorrow, who would you be? Are you living your life or performing it? And the scariest question, if no one was watching, would you still like the person you're becoming? Maybe the bravest thing you can do in 2025 isn't building a following. Maybe it's remembering who you were before you needed one. Emma lost her phone for 24 hours, but maybe she found herself. So here's my question for you. What would happen if you went offline? Not forever, just 24 hours. Would you panic? Would you feel free? Would you even know what to do? Try it. I dare you. And if you can't, that might be your answer right there. She had 47,000 followers watching her life, but she wasn't living it. She was performing it. And the day the camera died, she finally understood. The most important audience is the one in the mirror. The camera will always be there. The question is, will you?